don't know why all of a sudden my mic wants to pick up every single sound. So like I literally like turned it on because I'm still having computer issues, which who knows if this stream's going to work at all. But I like unplugged everything the other day, plugged it back in, and I like went to go check on my settings for stream, and I just look at my mic like little like audio bar, and it's just like heavy green, and I'm not even talking. Just like, okay, let me test the audio, and I just hear. Oh my god, that must be the air conditioning. So I am no air conditioning right now. So I couldn't figure out how to fix the microphone not picking that up. All of a sudden it is. I never did that before. Unless, like, I mean, I watched my streams back and I've never heard it. So I just go in hot mode right now. Hello. Hi, Marvel Guy. 1222. 122. Just 122. No extra 2. I'm good. How are you? But yeah, I'm hoping my sound sounds okay and that you can hear the ambient Zenless music that's going on right now. Swear I heard Gooby. Gooby? Oh yeah, he just took a shit. Have you watched Dan? I have watched the first season, and I am currently watching the second season. I'm watching like freaking 6 animes right now. The last episode I watched of Dan. Have I watched Sakamoto Days? No. I think I remember you're the one who gives me a lot of questions. You need to ask the question and then give me some time to answer and then ask me the second question. I also have my anime list linked if you want to go see what I've watched. I also rank them. I'm too shy to give them a review, but like a written review. But I do rank them. Am I coming to Anime Dallas and Anime Frontier? I am. Definitely Anime Frontier. I do want to go to Anime Impulse, but I don't know. Like, I'm in this like VTuber Discord, and like I'm like creeping to like see like what's gonna be there. I'm really hoping if like no VTubers are there that I like watch, that at least like a Zenless booth. If there's a Zenless booth, I'm going Saturday. Alright. I haven't looked at this at all. Ugh. My feet, girl. I do like Trigger, but I don't think I'd use her for anything. Oh, look at her. Oh, I'm scared I'm gonna like playing her. Oh, feet! Alright, I don't think... What is she? Oh, she's electric too? Need to ask Morty. Where's Morty when you need him? Oh, I'm not on multi-stream chat. Let me move over. I'm gonna test this shit. What if I would have missed a Morty message? Be oh so sad. I'm still getting used to this multi-stream thing. Testing. I always forget to move. Okay, that works. Marvel, if you're still here, maybe shoot a test message for me. Or perfect time to ask a question. Let's shoot a test. Okay, I got both of them. Sweet, they're working. As you can see, I have a lot of polychrome saved up. Not nearly enough to fill all the zeros, but... wait, what was the rest of this? Who's this guy? Oh. So he's new. I don't know. Alright, let's check out the events. This is the main one. She looks so cute here. Gooby, are you talking to me? Gooby is driving by and like yelling. Oops. My. Alright, I want to play her real fast. You know what? I'm probably gonna get to play her during the story, but I still want to just like I like have my control panel pulled up and I'm just watching my disc to just see what it's doing. We'll just see if it handles gameplay well. I'm like debating double streaming too. Attack type, teammate with the highest initial attack, direct strike. Yada yada yada, okay.
Everything's on fire!
Initiating devastating strike!
Alright.
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
Making fire.
Homing barrage. Fire.
I was supposed to press with an attack type ally. Oh.
I'm over here!
Mushy! Ah, freaking loud. Is my sound okay? Yada yada yada. Never read that. Let's be
Don
real.
Vincent Sr.
Second target. Block.
Need a shower? It's raining down! Hey,
Okay,
Peter!
sweet.
No problem!
I actually really like playing Nicolata. I need Morty in here so I can know what the perfect team matchups are.
Come say
I
hello
know
to my
he's probably gonna alert because he's like, he never plays the chapters unreleased.
I'm up! Lucky you! You're next!
Oh.
Over here!
Devastating strike!
But I want to see her feet. I drink all my protein. Drink all my protein. Let's message Morty. Morty, where are you? I always ask him, like, the pairings of the characters. Why do I not get a little check mark? See, I got a little check mark right there. I need a little check mark right here. And then that's... Huh? What do you mean, huh? What? I never do anything wrong, so... I don't know why you could possibly say, huh? Also, I look like this because I went swimming at a different time than normal. If y'all think swimming against older people, like I'm talking like elderly people, is bad when they're fucking way past you and you're like, okay, I'm still technically in my 20s and this person in their 80s just flew past me swimming. I think that's bad. Well, 3-year-old does it. I'm like, never going at 3 o'clock again. I'm gonna stick to my normal time. Because, thank you, Mushy. But I have swimmer's hair right now. But yeah, never going to the pool again when 3-year-olds are there. Alright, let's talk to Wise. Alright, yeah. I never read those. Never. Alright.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well.
Oh, it's the mayor. It's like, who the heck is talking to us like that?
The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Waifei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality issue? Do you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Waifei Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
Mushi isn't withering waves. Isn't that like Genshin more so? Like I know it's like all made by the same people, but I would say that Withering and Genshin are like very similar, and like Zenless is kind of different as far as like vibes.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Waifei Peninsula.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Wi-Fi Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Wi-Fi Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Wi-Fi Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Wi-Fi Peninsula before. So why'd they show up now?
Wi-Fi Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Wi-Fi Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power struggle between TOPS and the Defense Force.
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. But for you, Faithin...
Yes, Faithin. A legend among proxies. An outlaw of the underground. The last disciple of a secret research institute. Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand.
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Oval Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex.
So we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Morty, I was literally talking about you earlier, and I was like, if anything, he's just gonna alert, because he never watches or plays the story on day one. I actually have not seen any spoilers. Lucky me. I never read these. Also, Morty, you already responded. Soldier 0 at Ambi, Evelyn, and any other attack units. I don't think I have any of these people. Would she be fine with regular Ambi? Oh, you girls are— ah! Shifu! I have to tell you something. Oh, I forgot. Oh. Let's go, let's go. In a dream made from electric impulses and numerical signals in Magus's memory. Oh. ZZZ.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup. Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
Morty, but I want seed. I'm just messaging Morty on Discord. Alright, back to Otto.
Get back! I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone, we can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back!
We're good.
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty, and stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. Feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
It's so funny how, like, Phaethon started out, or, like, Proxy, whatever, started out working just for, like an odd jobs group of people that, like, obviously do weird odd jobs to go into the Hollow for, like, shady money. And then, who was next? And then they did it for, like, a construction company. And who was next after that? I'm trying to, like, figure out. And then they did, forget who was in between, but then they did, like, biker gang out of the city. And then they did, like, some orphans who were, like, had their own little ragtag like hero group against like evil rich people. And then like we get into here and it's like, oh, you're going to, okay, well, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna go work at a shrine. Normal. Okay, we're gonna help out this young girl who like saved a cult, and this other girl who's rich, but she's really misunderstood. Now it's like working for the military. Big jump. Which I know we were technically already kind of doing that with, the Hollow Zero stuff and all that stuff. But I mean, like, we're really in the military now. We're like working with these special operations groups. I haven't really watched all the side stuff with like Trigger and stuff, so I maybe we've been working heavily with the military before, but this one just seems a lot more like we're a lot more involved. Oh, it's so hard. I want to pool and always cosplay. I don't really want to have this giant tail on me. No Magus on me. Just Orphe. Orphe's so cute. Alright. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're briefing. Oh, can I go down here? Bye-bye, guys. I'm leaving. Just kidding. Oh, they gave her shorts. She's got a little butt. A little butt.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
If I had to cosplay somebody from Obel Squad.
The Exaltists have long plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Jeez.
Obel Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Got really intense really fast. Yeah, I got my knife. Okay. I never read that.
Blitz Squad in position.
Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
Then I got this.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person. Oh, so what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle.
Required.
The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them.
Oh, Belle.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
You can call me Lord Phaethon. Okay, I'm kidding. I thought that might lighten the mood a little. Just call me Proxy.
So this is the amazing Miss Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Miss Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
The little
Sure,
tie
I've
cracks
heard
me up.
stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert holo guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and holo data to chart the most efficient route for us, Opal Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects holo data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proc. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Let's go!
Join attack, Soldier 11!
I got my knife.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Bye-bye, Marvel.
Aegis Squad, report your status! Aegis Squad, come in! On firepower!
Oh no! The enemy reinforcements just keep coming!
Enemy reinforcements. These are just
Aegis Squad, do you
whatchamacallit?
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
These are not reinforcements!
Aegis Squad.
Seed and the others should be okay.
The fastest way to get comms back is to disable the nearby jamming devices. Ow!
It's like the miasma around us is getting thicker.
Seeping activity is rising around us. Watch out for stronger enemies.
What? Shoot! I'm not late!
Counter! Open fire!
Am I supposed to be? I knew it! I wasn't supposed to be her.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
Whoa, I saw it jiggle.
Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Red Squad, do you copy? Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed seeing those comm systems still working?
No, the speakers are fuzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up safely.
Count on me and fixing her! The area's all clear now! All those annoying pests? Good riddance.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
She's so cute. I love her.
Seems that annoying
Her
signal
lipstick.
interference is still floating around in the air.
Aegis Squad, come in.
Agents reporting in! We need you loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming.
Are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Attacking from our blind spot.
Roger! New objective! Shut down the ether transmission system! It's raining shell! TCU!
Lock on.
I'm in love with her.
Remote support. In position.
She's second after Vivian. Oh. Actually,
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Captain, get me in.
Great! That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Roger! Aegis Squad. Those things look like coffins. They're kinda creepy.
Oh. Yeah, if I like don't have anybody to pair with.
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
Big and scary.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
Alright, we're no longer creepy. Oh. Easy. I want to get on the floaty squares. Like up there? I don't think so.
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex.
Magus
Not gonna lie,
caves, but
they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is...
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
We're back in the
mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all her hard work, too. You were also amazing in battle. I was just doing my duty.
Oh.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumix investigation.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior,
Oh my gosh.
you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, always seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Just different type of...
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
Yeah.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates that the Defense Force doesn't know about. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
I got this. Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. Look at it. 2, 1. Now we're all clear. Obel Squad. All enemies eliminated. The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this?
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior. You've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator. That often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes, too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs our immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
Seed and Yuzu would get along so well.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that the sacrifices and Obscura are directly connected. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
Oh, mommy. She reacted to my mouse. Alright. I was thinking earlier, what if, like, Orphe just got, like, super pissed off at Magus? Oh. It was just like, that's just my tail! Get off me! Like, ripped Magus off and just tossed Magus to the ground. Or what if she joined and they were like, she didn't even know, and like the military was like, hey, Orphe, we know you just joined the military, but we already have an assignment for you. She's like, okay, and they're like, we're going to stick this tail on you. You cannot reject it. And it's like this person who got like injured in battles, their consciousness maybe is put into this tail that looks like a strange dragon snake gun. She's kind of a bitch, and we're gonna like superimpose it on this exoskeleton spine on you, and you have to always be with her 24/7. She is now a part of you, because for some reason we can't put her in a body. Orphe's just like, okay.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obel Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internaut behind my back?
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always.
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me.
All right, all right.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military? Earn a proper rank?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde.
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you.
Oh, it's the crazy guy.
The Major General wants to see me?
Relax. I'll be with you.
Oh, that's him. Alright. We're still working on this. Oh, there's 5 this time. Oh. 5 this time? No, there's 6 this time. Yeah. There's a lot that time. Do not go gentle into that good night. Okay. We'll get that later.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However,
is he evil?
We also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the Mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
What a dick. Oh, nice finished part 1, or technically part 0.5. Alright. Attempt to return. You're making me attempt. Yeah, I really can't go back.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications.
It means we've got your precious Faithen locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
No,
That's just
lies.
That's terrible.
What a shame. I never thought the legendary Proxy Faithen would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary Proxy Faithen was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary Proxy Faithen will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain?
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the Proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the Proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics. My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
Wise is not gonna like this.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you?
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Haven't seen the kitties in a while.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Terry, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal. so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Noble Squad.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
Oh. Easy. Easy money.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma!
Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms?
They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack!
Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock.
Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise?
No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive.
What the Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight?
Ethereal or monster, just take them down!
I got something in my eye.
Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. We need backup.
Just as the Overseer said, even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry, my joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator!
Isolde!
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, You don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay
I
on
knew he was
track,
evil.
we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunquei Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Ogle Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please, don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
I'm trying to decide what I want for dinner. I spent a lot of my calories today on Chick-fil-A because I was newty.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Ogle Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
See, let's see Senior cool off a bit.
Got you covered. Ether vision activate.
which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Got it? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in the Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Jeez.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. We can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Yes, Captain Magus.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Oh, wow.
Second-rate troop sure is surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Hey. Make sure they're not messing with anything.
Equipment inspection complete. Ready for action. Holding position and awaiting further orders. Equipment inspection complete. Ready for action.
They weren't messing with anything. but I
Holding
just had
position
time to
and
go
awaiting further
pee.
orders.
Oh my gosh. All kinds of stuff in my eye. So it's...
Oh? Here.
Oh, trigger.
Is it my turn to fight? Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Oval Squad's been waiting for.
Ether vision activated.
Unleashing artillery.
Tactical strategy. Scorch them!
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Oh. Orphe? Walking with their boobies bouncing.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumex Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway...
You know, same, dude.
We are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
What a dick. I do that every time after I see him.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the Defense Force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness. Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obel's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Whoa.
Huh?
They're celebrating a victory.
Everyone! The Exaltists, the threat that plagued Waifei Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before! Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Oh, it's our man. I knew it was gonna be him.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need. I have no place in TOPS any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunque Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunque Summit for assistance either. But if it's just to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS?
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if the company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board.
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus, and that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
Meeting Mrs. Bunny. Oh, are you coming to sleep with me, Seed?
Soldier Orphe!
You two again?
Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
You've got it all wrong, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphe. Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team.
An intelligent construct. No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Like I said, just like you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant.
Oh.
That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon.
Maybe that part.
Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life, but Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust. But you all keep telling me, over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past, rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks. I want the warmth of Captain Magus.
I'd rather have my noisy Obel squad and you, our pasts. Whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, or not.
Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
That's crazy. She's a clone. And her old consciousness that she was cloned from, technically she's just the body of a clone, and her mind is on her tail. Maybe there's just some complications with putting it into the body. Or maybe they're like, oh, it just won't work out that way. We need an actual, like, human. And, like, I don't know. They had their reasonings.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without— Could you send a message to Ishuan Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishuan Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Don't have any water.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue her immediately. P.S. Keep a low profile and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
This concerns the safety of Waifei Peninsula. A little exaggeration won't hurt, right?
All we can do now is pray that Yunque Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
I am locked in. I'm trying to drink more water, and my phone alerted me that I needed to drink more water, and I don't have any water.
I think I just had a dream. Am I dreaming?
My disciple, Fufu, told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent, and that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Bell's brother!
By the way, I'm here too.
I'm here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation.
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all.
Did Ishuan Shifu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Bell! What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Punning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some proper rest first.
They're just not gonna notice that she's gone.
Hand over the proxy!
Oh, okay.
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the Defense Force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
Seed Sr. said that if this lady is going to beat you up, he probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula's support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind you, Phaethon, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the Proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the Proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the Proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the Proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Era.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquei Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason. You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the Hollow?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Yunquei Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Belle, I just received an alert from Fairy.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels. Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go boom.
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltists'
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
Then let's move out. Obel Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquay Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Obel's squad would draw too much attention. We'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Obel squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
Is it warning me that that chapter's long? Oh! Oh! Alright. Alright, we finished that. Alright. I say we save the rest of this. I'm like tempted to do the whole chapter, but this one is really long. Really long. Let me check my temple stuff. And I feel like Magus was low-key warning me. Like, hey, this is gonna be a long. This is gonna be a long. It'll be a long. I'm gonna set up my little 12-hour collection. Oh, we still have. Pillow and ointment. Well, we probably need to get the recipe from this area. Oh wait. There we go. What's 40? Yeah, I think I'll wait on the rest of the story. Maybe Monday. What I'm gonna do though is stop streaming, go eat, and then I'm gonna come back tonight, and stream some Nikkei because I really want to play as much as I can to the new event with the Bunny Girls. As far as that goes, I probably won't. Because I've never really, like, normally with Nikkei, I haven't played on stream before, but normally with Nikkei, I like, you know, get as far as I can. I won't pay any attention to the story. And I'll just get as much, whatever the currency is to, be able to, like, buy things in their little event shop. So, like, but right now, all I really need, is, those little upgrade thingies. I'm trying to, like, build my perfect team. I do not have enough. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I barely have enough. All these things are super expensive. Why? And I'm not gonna even lie, I bought a shit ton. And now I'm just like waiting to get this stuff. Check this out. NES's. I really don't want to spend too much for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stream. Go eat. I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna come back. Ooh, look, it's getting dark enough now. Oh, it's not like that. And then I'm gonna come back and play some Nikkei. But I'm gonna have to like end live and then go live again because I like my VODs to be crispy and clean.